Hello, good evening, welcome on this Wednesday evening stroke Thursday morning in Brisbane on the other side of the world, Australia. How are you, Kieran?
G'day, Shan. I'm all good, man. We're hitting 28 degrees today, son. As you'll notice, there is no jacket. So that's gone.
Yeah,
The jacket's gone, guys. I think
yeah.
we're in spring now, but it's starting to warm.
It's funny what a difference a week makes because
Mm.
now there's no breath, like vapours or anything.
No,
All I'm seeing now,
I,
it's weird, it's warmed up that much in just
yeah, it's a
7
weird thing
days.
here, geezer. We could have really chilly nights, chilly nights, coolish days,
Mm.
and then all of a sudden it just goes back, and that's it. We're going into summer, and that's what's happened.
Yeah,
Because it's only going down to about 13 degrees, 14 degrees overnight, and now we're going to get up to 28 today, and it just changes overnight. And that'll be it now
yeah.
for the next 6 months. It's
Lovely.
stinking hot. But it's still going to be
Lovely.
nice for a little while with coolish nights and lovely days. So a beautiful time of year this for visiting.
Yeah,
I'd say
yeah.
Queensland, Brisbane anyway. It's a great time of year because it's not too hot for people and it's not too cold. It's lovely.
Excellent, excellent. Whereas today we had a torrential downpour, right?
Okay.
It was so bad that where my mate lives, they've got this stone roadway going down to his place, and
Mm.
it keeps washing away. And
Yeah.
today, he was saying to me earlier that today it was washing so bad that actual rocks like were rolling down with the water. Not good,
Yeah.
not good. It was torrential. So yeah. Anyway,
Mm.
what a week this is turning out to be.
Oh, right.
In the way,
Since we last
in the
talked,
way
we've had 2 games, haven't we?
we have,
Fucking
and
hell.
well,
2 games.
there's not really much positive to say about either of those 2 games,
No.
if I'm completely honest. Other than the
Fair
fact that
enough.
the team bus turned up on time, I think that was probably about the only thing that was positive about it. Actually, Lucas Paqueta's goal was probably the best goal on the night.
Yeah,
But
it was a cracker.
having said that, 5 ridiculous goals to beat us. So,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, what can you learn from that? Don't be fucking
Nothing.
flash.
Nothing.
Just do the basics, innit? Got to get the basics right. Chelsea did, and they embarrassed us.
What I
And
thought
then
was
they'll go up
embarrassing because I got up at 4:30 that morning to watch the game. It was on at 5, and
Yeah,
I just never thought at any stage that Chelsea got out of second gear. I don't think they needed to be that good or try that hard to win it by 5 fucking
no,
goals. 5-1.
I know.
They were just that last half hour, guys. That they put the queue in the rack. They just fucking
I
went,
did.
that'll do. We're 5 up.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
just pot about.
yeah. That's
That's
it.
unbelievable. That's how bad
Mm.
we were.
Yeah.
Just
And
the
that
difference of levels.
and
That's right.
that was all without their talisman starting.
Mm.
What's his name? Cole Palmer.
But
He didn't even
having
start
said
the
that,
game.
I
I don't even know if he came on or
Chelsea,
not.
Chelsea have got a squad, geezer, that just there's so many good players on their bench as well as on the pitch. But
And you
Palmer,
know
when
what?
he's firing, when he's firing, fucking hell,
Yeah.
he's unreal.
And we've been offered a couple of their decent players, mate. And we haven't gone for them. And they've gone elsewhere. Mad Wacky. Where's he gone? Arsenal, isn't it?
No, but who the fuck wants to come to West Ham at the moment? Come on,
Exactly. Who
really?
does want to? Who does want to come to West Ham? Not even the fans want to come to West Ham.
Even if you lined up a player right now, anyone can see who's got a pair of eyes that manager you're going to sign up for ain't going to be here long.
Yeah.
He'll be out the door
Yeah.
soon enough. So what are you signing up to? Who's the manager you're going to be playing for in a few weeks? That's what you got to
Yeah.
consider.
Yeah. Yeah. We
'Cause
are going to go into
I would have sacked him straight after that game, guys. I'm telling you that now. That was enough for me. The Chelsea game. I've seen enough. The first 2 games are bad enough, and it's not about the start of this season. We're only 3 games. We're not. We're 6 months in with Potter, and this is where I believe where the problems are. Why everyone's so bad. Because I think them players gave up after that run-in of last season. Went, fucking hell, this geezer's shit, and they've got to start a new season with it. He's upset other players. He's let go, like the Alvarez, because obviously they must have had a falling out. And we've sold Kudos. Them players can see, and I see that we're just going to get worse under him. And I think they've given up. I think that's the problem.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what we think as fans.
Yeah. I have put a little banner running across the bottom, and basically it says that we're looking for. Well, we're not. We're looking for comments to.
Right, Rich.
How do we remove?
Cheers up, Rich. Cheers up.
Yeah. How do we remove the board at West Ham? Right. Your comments are always welcome. However, comments which are deemed to be inappropriate or personal attacks on anyone removed, and possibly you get kicked out. But let's get into it. First comment, Rich. I love this. We're like sausages at a fish shop lately. Keep getting battered.
Yeah, Richie boy.
Evening, Randy. Thank you for joining, mate. It's a very toxic situation.
Randy.
And you're right, mate. Yes, Randy. The board are very out of touch. And, the thing is, they're blinkered as well, mate. They're not looking around them to see where the situations can be improved. Unfortunately, they're just moving on. Ms. Smith, good evening to you. She says, Irons. Rich says, all good, thanks, Randy. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody saying hello to everybody else. What else we got here? Toby, good evening to you, sir. He said, let's all have a fucking good moan off. He said,
doing that all week for myself.
Yeah, mate, that's it. I've been doing it all week as well. Mark, good evening to you, mate. Oh God, this fucking mouse is crap. Dad, good evening to you, mate. Randy. Not sure if it was a good choice of words. Hopefully, it'll be a therapeutic session, basically. Who else have we got in here? Mark, usual. Good evening to you, sir.
Usual.
Thank you very much. Rich has got his crocodile shoes on. Let's crop. Brilliant. Brendan, good evening, mate. It's evening, Kieran, Budgie, and the chatters. Yeah, Toby says that you look. Oh, hold on, it's not going to go while it's there, is it? You twat. Toby says that you look appropriately pissed off, mate.
I think the whole fan base is, Toby. I've been pissed off with the board ever since they took over, so that's nothing new for me. I think the time, I can't believe at the time when we left Upton Park there weren't more of a fuss. Now, I was over here, so it weren't for me to fucking jump up and down because I weren't having to go every week. I didn't, I love Upton Park. I would never have agreed to leave it. That's when you should have known. West Ham supporters should have known, which a lot of my mates did know. This is bollocks to move to that fucking bowl. They promised everyone the world, and a lot of people believed it, and I can understand why they did. But that was when the alarm bell should have been ringing when they took us out of there, right? And it's been that ever fucking since. They're a calamity of a fucking. Well,
they are, and the thing is, it just gets worse and worse with every passing season. I mean, like during the 3 seasons that we had European football recently, right? I think you know, the board had quite an easy time of it because we were
Yeah, of
relatively
course.
successful during that period. And so the
Yeah.
board got a relatively easy ride from us lot. But I
They
think it's
got away
about
with it,
time
geezer.
now. Yeah.
Well,
But I
they
think it's
got
about
away with it.
time
The
now, though,
fans are
mate.
up in arms before that stint happened, and it was COVID that saved them. COVID saved them, stopped
Yeah.
everyone coming to demonstrate. It was that, and then the run we had in Europe, and by luck we
Yeah.
got this Conference League fucking cup that never even existed. But then we, by default, we got into it, and we were the best team in it for me, and we went and won it, and we should
Yeah.
have won it.
Yeah.
And that papered
Absolutely.
over a lot of cracks with this fucking mob, right?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
we held on to players too long. We wasted so much money on recruitment in them years, you know, from Haller to Skamaka and Vlasic. You know, I've rattled them all off before. There's about 10 players that we lost big money on. You know, Felipe Anderson's fucking
Yeah.
terrible. And now we're seeing the ends of that where we're fucked. Last year's fucking recruitment
Absolutely.
was terrible.
I mean, our recruitment this season, I think we've spent a net sum of 34 million quid. And like,
But I'm just
we've got,
even looking at that, Budge. Like I said to you at the beginning, don't expect this young magic Juve to be the answer. He won't be. And to me, from what I've seen so far, I've watching them 2 games. I didn't see him beat one player or make one cross. And half of that is because we're so fucking deep, the boy can't even get up the pitch, right? I'm not blaming him for that. But he's a young 20-year-old fucking left back, wing back, whatever you want to call him. He ain't going to change the fucking world there, man. It's as
no, of
simple as
course he's
fucking
not.
that. And then the
Of course
poor
he's
old
not.
Manson comes in, silly bollocks, puts him straight in, which I fucking never would agree to. That Wolves game should have been his first game, not the others. And then what's he do? I can put him down, you know, them first 8 goals we conceded, I can put 4 down to him. You know?
Or,
If I'm being generous, only 3. But there's probably 4 down to him in that time, and you go, fucking
yeah,
Jesus.
absolutely.
And you've probably fucked his confidence. I had no doubt he's a better keeper than that. But
Well, look,
what do you do
I
now?
mean, you've got to understand also that not only is his confidence shattered, but he's going to be thinking, "Oh, what am I, a fool guy here?" You know what I mean? And like, is he going to want to do his best? You know, like he might just go, "No, fuck
I'm
it,"
sure he does, Geezer, but,
you
you know,
know?
it's just you'd like to go off to a good start no matter what position you play at. Now, outfield players can get away with having a debut and that, you know, making a few mistakes, get away with it, but a goalkeeper can't. Goalkeeper usually mistakes lead to goals, and then that's what you're remembered for. So, anyway,
Brendan's asking you a question, mate. He's saying,
what's
any
that?
chance you could turn up on the show in that natty yellow suit that's on in the intro?
Yeah, I would. If I had one, Geezer, Brendan, I'd fucking wear it, mate. I'll be on here with it.
That'd be great. That would be funny. Shout out to Neil. Good evening, Neil. And
G'day,
also
Neil.
to Baldrick the dog's body. Says that we look
Baldrick.
like twins, mate. He says we look like twins, fella.
Fucking hell, are we? Jesus Christ. When did that happen?
Oh, God. Look. Steve Palmer. Good evening, mate. You want to
Stevie?
talk about the ball? That's a well-worn subject recently.
Yeah, it is. That's the thing. We all get a bit fed up because it's the same old shit.
What we're trying to do here tonight, really, this is our aim tonight, is that we're going to give you lot a chance to give us stuff to talk about, right? And I know that it's going to kind of sound like let's talk about the Baldies clickbait. It isn't, because I ain't going to be doing any talking about Potter tonight. Graham Potter is off limits tonight.
There's nothing we can say about that ball that's been said all week from every fucking channel. Every fucking channel. You know, even the likes, you know, Gio's usually pretty measured. You know what I mean? He's just had enough. Yeah, you know, everyone's, I mean, all of the channel, everyone's just gone, what the fuck is going on here? You know, you can get away with signing one bad manager, right, and make a mistake with it, which was Lopetegui. But you can't get away with signing 2 bad ones. Right? And that's where we're at now. Now we've got a second one that hasn't fucking worked.
but,
He's fucking
but
useless.
replacing
What
a
out of his
bad
depth,
one
geezer?
with the second worst one in recent history.
Yeah, I know. How can you get it even worse than what we're saying? But we can. That's the beauty about West Ham. We can laugh because it has got worse. And I'll tell you now, it's gonna get a lot worse. Where I laugh because when you supported West Ham for so many years, you think this is as bad as it gets. No, it's not. I'm telling you now. And all you've got to do, if you want to know how bad it can get, ask fucking Sunderland fans. They ended up in fucking League One, geezer. Basically bankrupt, fucked. Look at the years it's taken them to get back. Ask Nottingham Forest fans that were languishing there. These are massive clubs, European champions, Nottingham Forest. Look how bad it got for them. If you like the teams that used to be regulars in the old First Division, Ipswich, West Brom, you're talking, Leeds. Look at the struggles Leeds have had in the years. And they're only just back again. Yeah, all of these clubs, geezer, it can get fucking worse, believe me. And sooner or later, their luck's running out, and it's running out now, and their money's running out. Everything about it is coming home to roost right now, this season. And unless something serious is done, we think that a couple of midfielders now in there in the next few days might solve it. I don't think it does. There are problems all over the park there. Our back three fucking centre halves are fucking dog shit. Now, they're either dog shit or they've given up, right? Yeah. That's what worrying me under Potter. I think it could be the latter. I don't think they're as bad as they fucking look. But at the moment, there's no desire. There's no effort. Fuck me. We've got to fucking sort this out. And the first thing you got to do to sort it out, apart from we'd have to get rid of Sullivan, that ain't happening, not in the near future, until he agrees to sell. Right? So all you can do for the moment is fuck Potter off and bring in someone that can fucking galvanise this team to survive. And that's all it's going to be, to survive. How can we not be better than Sunderland, Burnley, Leeds, Wolves? How can we not? Even Everton. Well, I mean, Everton are bang average too. We've got to be.
Yeah. Just want to give a mention to Grimsby Town. They've taken Man United to penalties. And at the moment, from what I can gather, it is now 5-5 on penalties.
Go Grimsby! Go Grimsby!
So I am waiting now for the final result of that match.
That'll make it, mate.
Well done to Grimsby Town. They've taken Man United.
Hit the keeper in the back of the head and go in.
They've taken Man United to penalties and they've gone 5-5 with them. They're standing toe-to-toe with a Premier League club. Well done to Grimsby.
There's the one bright spot, geezer. Regardless of that penalty shootout, there's a bright. Amorim is worse than fucking Potter.
Yeah. At least we lost to a Premier League team. Yeah. Man United losing to a League Two. No, what is it? League One or Championship? What are they? Championship?
Fucking hell, mate.
No, League One.
All the money they spent, they couldn't even beat Fulham at the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, Sharky. He says, I want to come to West Ham, but quickly I want to leave. Good evening, Billy Bob. He says he's gently correct the like button.
He does every week, Billy Bob.
I thank you very much for that. And if there's...
He's a bit of a slag, but Billy Bob's a bit of a slag because he gently requests every channel's fucking like button. He's a bit of an old tart, Billy Bob.
He's Billy Bob, thank you. Could you just help other people learn how to gently caress that like button?
Yeah, that gently caressing.
Yeah.
You're not gently caressing my fucking button, Billy Bob, I tell you.
All this season, says Mandy, is about his survival. And I said pre-season when I saw the signings of 2 fullbacks and a goalie, it was survival mode. And you weren't wrong, Mandy. 2 games into the season, 2 league games in, and we're
Yeah.
already we're
Mandy,
already that mindset on
there
survival after 2
could be a
games back.
plus to this, geezer. Mandy as well, thinking about it. It is survival mode, but there could be a plus. We don't need to wait till fucking Christmas or January to, fuck the manager off and start again. We can do it now.
Yeah.
That's the only plus. We've basically got nearly a full season. We'll only give it 3 or 4 games. We've got 3 games in. We can change it, and that's a long time to change things. You've got a long time. So
you know what?
It's got to
that
happen.
we've got in the ballroom, though, Kieran, nothing's going to change. I'd rather have fucking Ronald McDonald in the ballroom than that ground.
Of course I would. No one. But we've been saying this for years. Nobody wants them. That's why I couldn't believe that the time that Mark Noble said we're not run like a circus anymore. The most stupidest fucking comment he's ever made. Right? We are, and nothing changes. I mean, just because you had one good result or one good fucking game, even that border's never changed. It's always been a circus, and it's as simple as that. We fucking we want to change it, but that will have to take care of itself. And the thing is, when somebody does eventually come to buy us, maybe, don't expect that they're going to love West Ham, they're buying West Ham because they love it. They don't. They see West Ham as being an investment, and they might run it better, but they're not going to be fucking supporters of West Ham who've got our supporters' interest at heart. They won't. But fuck me, it's very hard to think we could be any worse than these fuckers. That's one.
Sierra Alpha Bravo. So basically, Saab. Good evening to you, Saab.
Is he Swedish? He's Swedish.
Sack the ball. Yeah, probably. Either that or he drives the Saab.
But you can't sack him. The fucking thing is you can't sack him.
No,
you can shoot.
But there are ways of adding pressure to remove them from the board.
Yeah. And that's
a really good video that Nick did on Claret and Booze about how there are ways of applying pressure, and there's this new thing that comes out next season, I think it is, which they're implementing sooner rather than later, where there's this independent body that can look into the business acumen of any of the board.
Don't expect too much from that, because that's sort of a government regulation. That would even take them years to do anything about them. Years. I mean, it took 2 fucking years to decide that Lucas Paquetá was fucking innocent. It took them 2 years, the FA, to do that. This fucking load of bureaucrats fucking looking into it'd be a load of bollocks. Not saying it's an avenue, but it's not going to help us. What we need is somebody to come in and fucking buy it out and get rid of these pricks.
Exactly
and more pressure. What we've got to do, as Nick's with the petition and everything, is put pressure on that they want to sell. That their place there is so fucking toxic that they have to want to go. That's the only way you're going to get them out.
That petition seems to be gathering quite a few votes, right? It seems to be going from a centipede to a millipede, and more power to it, mate. Because, listen, if there's anybody watching this that hasn't yet signed that petition, have a look on Change.org and have a look.
And as well,
give it a signature.
And who's at Hammers United? They've got a protest for the Palace game. Turn up for that.
Yes. Yeah.
I think I'm doubtful. I'm doubtful to turn up for it, guys. I might not be.
Well, it's a few different changes on the old train, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I tell you, it's a few changes. I'll tell you what, guys, and this is it. Before I came to Australia, I went all over West Ham with my mates at West Ham. At all the home games, for years and years and years, right? Yeah. My mates now, who are same age as me, in the early 60s.
Yeah.
Say that there's a base 6 of us. 4 of them now have given up their season tickets this year. They've never ever done that. They've gone all their lives, Steve. Now they're just going to pick an odd game to go, if that. I've never
Listen,
known them to say that. Can't do it anymore.
I've heard
That's
a
unreal.
stat the other day that shocked me. That something
Good
like
day, Eddie.
27,000, I think it was, or 26,000 lifetime um, lifetime season ticket holders have not renewed. Something like
Yeah,
26,000.
yeah. I think it's record numbers this season. Even like I think what's his name? Dan Lawless giving up his season ticket.
Yeah,
Nick
Dan,
giving
yeah.
up his season ticket.
Bear with me.
You know,
I've just
this
got
is
to
unheard of. You know, for Dan Lawless or Nick, running the YouTube channels. I mean, big part of the YouTube channel. Not to go to games is a big decision because you've got to be really, really pissed off not to go and watch West Ham. I've seen West Ham through the worst years, right? For the worst years, but I still enjoyed going to Upton Park. And that was a big difference. I still enjoyed going to it, even though we were shit, right? And didn't expect much from it. But I enjoyed the experience.
Yeah.
Most people I talk to, and all my mates included, that go to the bowl, don't enjoy that experience. And if it's shit on the pitch as well, and this is what you had, people walking out at fucking half time. This is what it creates. They just go, what the fuck am I doing it?
Yeah. I know, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, there's so much bitterness. Yeah, oh, good evening, Andy, by the way. There's so much bitterness in the ranks at the moment that that we've got. Hang on, wait 1 second. Let me just get rid of ban user and delete their comments. Right, thank you. Where was I? Yeah, there's so much dissent in the ranks at the moment. It's like I don't know how well the fans are together with this petition and the movement to protest at the Palace game and stuff. I mean, I haven't heard very much information on the kind of numbers they've got going as yet, or that have confirmed numbers or whatever. But I urge anyone that can go to it, do it, because this club needs an animal.
I know one of my old mates is part of that. Is it Hammers United or whatever? He's fuck me, he's a real old school West Ham boy. I remember going to Man United with him, and the police set the fucking dogs on him. But his name's Bobby G. And when they last done that protest, that before I think COVID come in, I remember seeing him on the telly. He was there. He's part of it. I'd imagine he's part of this as well. Bobby G. He's good mates with Bill Gardner and the other guy. So I think everyone will get plenty of notice about it before it comes up. I'm sure it'll be advertised on Claret & Booze. But do sign a petition. Try and put every pressure we can to make it feel like they need to go. Right? They need to fuck off. That's the only thing you can do.
I've signed it twice, actually, if I'm honest.
So, you can't do that. That's fucking outrageous. But yeah, anyway, fuck them. Fuck them. I've never liked the fuckers. I wish there was, Shaggy. I ain't got fucking nothing to tell you, man.
No crop watch tonight.
That's fucking quiet again.
Well, I'll tell you what then. I'll give you a little story, right? Now I've got nothing to back this up at the moment, other than young Kimmy, who actually alerted me to this story. And I think I might have mentioned it last week, but this is something for you lot to have a look at on Google yourself. In California, there are mutants.
What about mutants?
They're not mutants. What they're doing.
You told us that last week.
Yeah.
It's in Bakersfield, California.
In Bakersfield, California, right? They're attacking other animals, killing them, hunting them, killing them, and eating them. A squirrel. I mean, it's a ridiculous.
I've only seen them attacking other squirrels, but if they're going
Oh,
after other rodents, then
yeah.
that's...
So she's only seen them attack other squirrels, but there are reports, and you read one of them out to me, that they are attacking other rodents
Yes.
and small animals as well. So watch out, people. If you're thinking about going to Bakersfield, California, take a squirrel net, if there is such a thing.
Or just stick your dogs in.
Yeah, or take a dog. Yeah, get a dog. But no, there's no clock watch tonight, Sharky. Gutting, isn't it, mate?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get away from this fucking board. But anyway, the fucking game.
Oh, look.
I only got to see the highlights of the Wolves game because we don't get the Carabao Cup here unless I get another streaming service, which I'm not going to do. Fuck that. But yeah, the highlights are bad enough. 9-9. Fucking hell, the penalties are good. Doing well.
Come on, Grimsby, they're saying.
I'll tell you what, I watched the highlights of the Leeds game yesterday they played, and they signed Calvert-Lewin, and he missed an absolute sitter to win the game. And then it went to penalties. It went to penalties, and he put his fucking penalty 6 yards over the bar. Now, I've always thought Calvert-Lewin was a donkey, right? I was never rated. I was laughing, geezer. And they knocked Leeds out. Forget the team. That's all. Forget the team. Huddersfield, I think. Yeah, it's Huddersfield. Not Leeds out.
I like that. Stone Island geezer. I like that. I like the name.
Right.
I like what you're saying. If we lose to Forest, it is Potter out to cameo in for some passion and Noble number 2, just to keep up. Just to keep it up. Bring some passion.
It'd be entertaining.
And fire. Wouldn't it? Yeah.
Be entertained, but no, the cameos are fucking nutmeg. But it would be entertaining, man. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it would. Good evening, Stuart. Thank you for joining us from Lincoln.
Stuart.
He thinks that Bowen will go sooner or later.
Well, mate, if you get fucking relegated, how does he stay? That's what you got. He'll be here for this season. But if you get relegated,
if he's got aspirations to be wearing 3 lions on his shirt, he will probably need to leave at some point. Because now,
if you see him getting that upset with supporters at the end of a game, you know there's something definitely wrong through the whole team.
Thomas Tuchel was at the Chelsea game, and he was watching intently, and he was not impressed with what he saw.
Who the fuck was?
You know?
Oh, mate.
But I mean, Jared Bowen Dyer might not get a call up next time.
He might not, Gozer. This is the worst for him. We're talking about World Cup season. World Cup at the end of the season. He needs to be fucking performing, and he needs to be standing out to get into that squad.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you in this team? All he can do is his best, Jared Bowen, for the team. But he needs more. He needs more in a team than this.
Well, he needs something to back him up somewhere around bloody.
But anyway, like I said, I think Forest will probably stick another 3 past us. I'd imagine we'll lose another 3 goals to them. I'm really impressed with Forest. I think they're a bloody good side at the moment.
Yeah,
They've got good players on the bench to come on. They just signed David Luiz. Fucking hell. He's got to go. It should be gone now. That's what I'm saying. I think Forest will stick another 3 passes, and that'll be the catalyst. Jesus. You know what I mean? That'll be 14 goals in 4 games conceded.
I was watching something a mate of mine showed me earlier. Nicky Hawkins was on with those two twin lads that do the Tottenham channel,
Yeah,
and some
wankers.
guy from an Arsenal channel. Yeah, but Nicky was, being completely honest and open and that. And I thought he had some really valid points. I didn't get to see it all, so I am going to watch it again. But one of the things that Nicky did say was that, that the board have literally sucked the entire life out of the club, and
Yeah.
there's just nothing more to give now. It's basically, you know, run on your emergency power for a bit because we got to do something to recoup or whatever. And they are literally running this club into the ground. What do they want to do? Sell it as a championship club? Is that what they're trying to do?
No, because that wouldn't make sense. Because if you whatever you value West Ham at, which I don't value it much, but he's fucking that deluded. He does. If you go to the championship, it's worth less. So I can't see that being a thing that he'd want to happen. I don't. So I just think it's pure incompetence. This is the thing with him. I mean, he's incompetent doing his job. He's
Yeah.
incompetent at running he's the one in charge of fucking transfers. He's fucking incompetent now.
Hang
We've
on a
got the
minute.
wrong people in the wrong jobs.
These results were at 14 minutes past 10. 11-11 at 14. Right, Man United are out.
No, you're saying that.
Man
No, more
United
you.
are out.
Fucking, that's
Go
some
on
penalty
the
shootout, that.
Grimsby. I know, listen, I am what? Flipping hell. 25 minutes behind with the news. And what more do you expect from the old school hammers? We're fucking technophobes, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Man United are out. And look, yeah, I want to thank you, usual, for letting us know. Oh, and look, Mark Pendleton, Man United out. Thank you, mate.
Fucking hell.
Andy,
That
Man United
penalty
out.
shootout.
Thank you.
The penalty shootout must have lasted longer than the fucking game.
Yeah, you know what I mean. 90-minute game, 30-minute extra time,
I'll tell you
415 minute
what you.
shootout.
I bet you Grimsby have probably been practicing their penalties all week, hoping they could get to it and knock them out.
Yeah.
Well done, boys. Well done. Well done, Grimsby. Fucking fish and chips all round.
Okay, so I can't read the name on this
Oh,
comment, but the lady says, "Good evening from Linda. Good to see you, everyone. Just want to chip in. As long as we have these mugs sitting at the board, probably in for 5 to 10 seasons of mid-table obscurity at best."
at
Great
best,
comment.
Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for
Linda,
that
and I'll
comment.
tell you what, Linda, you're being optimistic. That's at best.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah,
going to happen.
that is
At best.
optimistic, mate. Yeah, but thank you so much for commenting. I hope you've pressed the like button gently, like everybody else that's watching, all 304 of you. It would be very nice if at least a third of you did. Oh, look,
Fucking
4 of them have jumped out now. We've gone down to 300. I've got to shut up. Um, Pitch invasion at Grimsby.
Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking old school. Usual, we're talking old school now, mate. Times I was on that pitch at Upton Park. Fucking shitloads.
Oh, God, yeah. I had a few times on there. And
Brilliant.
Toby
Well
saying
done.
that, never mind Potter or the board, I'm just as angry with the players.
Yeah, mate. I
Yeah.
think they've given up a bit, Toby. I think a lot of them have lost. And that could have been, I believe, that last few months of last season. I think that's their mindset going, this geezer's fucking not capable. He's not competent enough. And I think they've gone into this season with that mindset. And I really do. And, we can blame them for it. But I think they're going, Jesus, this geezer's fucking useless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he's upset a few of them. I don't think he got on with Kudus. I don't think he got on with Alvarez. And there's probably others. Right, he's fucking useless.
Yeah.
I
And as
never
I'm
wanted him,
pretty,
geezer. This is my part. I never fucking wanted him. I fucking could have told
none
everyone
of
this
us.
was going to happen.
Listen,
Fuck
you will
me.
bear witness that right at the beginning, when we first got him, I said he is not Premier League
Yeah,
quality.
it's
That
not.
was my
It's not the
exact
man.
words.
He don't
He's
fit,
not
geezer.
Premier League quality. He done well at Brighton because of the infrastructure. I've stated that so many times. People were like, give him a chance
But
and stuff
everyone
like
knew
that.
it. No,
And
but
I've
once
been
he's
saying
signed,
that.
geezer, once he's signed as a manager, you've got to give him a chance. That's the problem with us, right? We've got to
Yeah,
say, all right,
yeah,
we signed him. I
yeah,
didn't want the fucker. All right, let's see what he can do. And we've
yeah,
seen the end of last season what he can do. And it was no better than fucking Lopetegui. And we got rid of him out of fucking, 10 games, whatever it was. Fuck me. What more do you need? And then you watch the first 3 games of this season and you go, oh my God, we've just conceded 11 goals. We've just conceded 11 goals. Do you know that you average that out of the season, mate? We need to score 4 to win a fucking game. We can't do it. West Ham can't score 2 in most games.
yeah,
We ain't going to score 2. So we cannot be leaking goals. As much as our midfield is slow and fucked and shit, our defence ain't no better.
yeah.
Now, would it help the defence if we had a really good midfield? Yes, it would.
Of course
But
it
they're
would.
still letting in goals that they shouldn't be. It's
Keep grabbing
pathetic.
another one of these from downstairs. I think there's 2 down. I said no. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Right.
So
So
anyway.
great comment here from Steve.
Oh, yeah,
We
Stevie.
are West Ham. They are
Yes.
merely the custodians currently.
Yeah, they sure are, Steve. They've just been here too fucking long as it is, you know?
Yeah.
And there's no end in sight of them leaving. I think that's what's frustrating for West Ham supporters. If we knew there was a game plan. Yeah, I really relate us to Newcastle here. When they were under Mike Ashley, they were in turmoil, the fans there, with that prick. Right? They were in turmoil. And nothing changed until he fucking sold it to the PIF, right?
Is there another one?
And now look at Newcastle. I watched that Newcastle game the other night, guys. I watched the full game. I really wanted to watch it. Newcastle Liverpool. It's always usually a good fixture,
Oh yeah.
especially up there. And the fucking fight I saw in that Newcastle team was unbelievable. Guimaraes, Linton, fucking the big boy at the back. Oh God, his name's gone out me yet. The fight. They went down to 10 men. They went down to 10 men, guys, and they battered Liverpool with 10 men. They made Liverpool look like they had fucking 8 men. You wouldn't know that they were a 1 man short. They absolutely battered and got sucker punched at the end and lost it, Newcastle. But my God, all them supporters are so proud of their team for their effort.
And they got a right to be if they put in that much effort, haven't they?
Oh, it was a joy to watch, geezer. They were 2-0 down, Newcastle, got it back to 2-2 with 10 men, right? And they were running into that net to grab that ball, to take it to fucking halfway line because they wanted to fucking win it. 10 men. Where do you see that? It's the best 10 men performance I've ever fucking seen for a half of football. Unreal. What an effort it was. And I see none of that in that West Ham team. None of it in them players. None.
Yeah. Just want to say hello to Brian. Brian, if we're relegated, how do we survive financially?
Oof.
Very difficult. That would be very, very difficult, mate. Collins, he's been told that Spurs have been talking to Paqueta's representatives today.
Yeah, we've heard rumours.
HH, good evening, HH. Says, sorry I'm late, had to watch that shootout. Manx are out.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you for
Matt, bit ironwork. Matt, good evening.
G'day, Matt.
No, Colin, no, he says. Yeah, at least Sunderland still had their stadium, says Neil.
Yeah.
Which is saying we won't have. If we go down to them sort of levels, we'll end up playing back down at fucking Wanstead Flats.
you imagine that bowl with 20,000 people in it? It'd be,
It's going to be.
oh
It's going
mate,
to be
it'd be like
embarrassing.
graveyard. It'd be a fucking graveyard. We went there.
Usual said Grimsby Town, blood, guts, passion, brilliant result, and properly deserved. Yeah,
Good
well
stuff.
done to Grimsby. And
Good stuff.
it's excellent to see that these big names are getting smashed.
You think we're melting down as a fan base? Fucking wait till you hear the Man United supporters after that. After what they spent 200 million with Cunha and Wem.
Very good, Rich. He said he went to go and get his hair cut today. Really busy. There were about 15 people in front of me. After 30 minutes, they brought out hot dogs and burgers. That was the best barbecue I've ever been in.
That's brilliant. Fair play to the barber.
It's a play on the words, mate. Barbecue. Anyway, yeah, it's a play on words. Very good. Very good, Rich. Love it. Hammer Crow. Maybe Sullivan will make himself manager next. We're all waiting on that one, mate. It's been mentioned.
Yes, is that next? Yeah.
It's been mentioned. It has been bloody mentioned. Joe the Hammer says, at least we'd be playing Man United next season. Yeah, but not in the cup.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Crazy, isn't it?
Who else is here? Right, yes, Toby. They haven't given up. There's no characters in the whole squad. No leaders, no bollocks. One player with the right attitude and some authority can turn that around. Yeah.
And who is that though, Toby? Who is that? You know what I mean? That's the problem. I don't think it exists there at the moment. We know Bowen's trying his arse out. We know that. But he can't do it on his own. You need a Billy Bonds in that middle of the park. You need someone like that to grab this fucking team, grab the game.
Even a Declan Rice.
Even a Rice, mate. You need that. You need some go forward. You need some fucking leadership. Bowen can't do it up there on his own, man. I'm not sure he's as frustrated as everyone else. What's going on?
And and fair play to him. He is, he's kind of trying to build his career, and by being made club captain, that's kind of like really been a highlight for him. But it's also been, as we mentioned many months ago, Kieran, it's been a heavy burden for him because he's had to follow in the footsteps of the likes of Declan Rice and Mark Noble. And
look, being a captain is always a burden when you're doing badly, right? And that's when real captains come to the fore. I've seen it, all over the years. That's when you real, and that's where we are. Whether he can handle it, I don't know. But to see him get upset about whatever a supporter said, and it probably might have been fucking bad what they said to him. It just tell you he's losing a fucking bit of belief as well to be that upset about them comment, whatever comment was made to him. And it's a shame because it looks, when that starts happening, it looks like the team's unraveling. I remember Xhaka doing that at Arsenal. Remember? Because the crowd were getting on him and giving him stick. Fucking hell, man. Yeah. And they were, and he was just sick of it.
Apparently, Mbuemo missed a penalty, which made it 12-11 for Grimsby.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah. Sharky says, tonight we're all Grimsby. Absolutely right. We're all going to go out and
Fuck
get
yeah,
fish
mate.
and smell a fish.
Someone send a Grimsby channel a message. Say, get on here.
Yeah, yeah, mate. We're all go out and get fish and smell a fish. It's a
So that's
fishing tournament.
Huddersfield knocking out Leeds and Grimsby knocking out Man United. Not bad, eh?
Did they? Did they? Wicked. I didn't know that. Uh, right. Evening, Mr. Bong. Good evening, James. He says, evening, chaps.
James,
Wembley is pretty dour in March anyway. Yeah, nobody wants to go Wembley in March.
yeah, it was. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Shit.
Bongo. Nice to see you, son. Nice to see you. Gutted Moyes went through, but, you know, says HH. Joan, no, not Joan, it was Linda, it was, sorry. Says, never seen side relegated in August before. Akram, how are you, sir? Good evening to you, young man. Sharky says, yep, Billy Bob gets about. And then Billy Bob says, leave it out of your chart. Good evening, Raven. Raven, sorry. Fuck that, I'm pissed, aren't I? Hi, guys. To me, it looks like the players have given up again. Can you imagine a prime Roy Keane as our captain accepting this? Well, to be fair,
I can name 20 captains who wouldn't accept it, me included.
Yeah. And to be fair, Raven, I can see you're watching on Twitter X. I'm assuming because you do actually pop in quite a lot. You're a West Ham fan. Roy Keane would never have been our captain, would he? He would never have come to play for West Ham in prime.
It doesn't matter whether he did, but his ilk of player, you know, that captain role.
Yeah. You wouldn't see
he'd do that. He'd do it. If he played in a local five-a-side, he'd be that. You know, I mean, it wouldn't matter because he's that type of guy.
Yeah.
That he expects everyone, no matter what your fucking name is, to put in the fucking effort. And that's how all players should be. And I'll tell you what, not enough has been made of the people that have left the club in the summer. And I'm talking about Soufal, and I'm talking about Cresswell and Fabianski in that dressing room. I think that's even Antonio. You know, they're big losses to a dressing room. Yeah, I've been there a long while.
Yeah,
and
it still turns out for the under-21s. Continues to turn out.
Exactly. He's trying to keep fit, and he's trying to fucking keep playing. Obviously,
I think
wherever that may be for.
In about 3 years' time, if he does that, he'll have to play as two players because he'll be 42. Play two positions at once. Can we get Grimsby's manager? Shark is asking.
Mate, he's going to be pissed for the next 3 days. That boy. Fucking hell, how's that on your resume? Well, he's done Man United. All them Grimsby players be over the fucking moon. And that's what competition's all about.
Yeah, HH says it right there. We're in between a rock and a hard place. Sack Potter equals getting another shit manager in because of our ball.
Yeah. Again, can they go 3 for 3, geezer? Can they do Lopetegui, Potter, and then another fucking shit one? Can they? Yes, they can. That's the problem. Yeah. We haven't got a fucking director of football saying, right, this manager here is our man. No, we've got Sullivan going, right, who's fucking out of work? Who can we get? You know, Dyche ain't doing fuck all.
Well, effortlessness.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Southgate, he ain't doing nothing. Look at him. Oh, no. Honestly.
You know, I would not
that'd be me done. Yeah, that'd be me done if Southgate come anywhere near this club. That'd be me done. He fucking turned me off fucking watching England. I stopped watching England because of that wanker.
I know. Exactly that. Shit. Me and you are signing a pact. How about this, right? if the board appoint Southgate as West Ham manager, we'll stop doing old school hammers until he's gone.
No, I can't do it. No, I'll do it naked. How's that?
Oh, you can do it naked. You're a fucking
Yeah, I'll
freak.
do it naked.
I swear, good, you're a freak, mate. I swear, I don't want to see you fucking naked. I don't want to see you naked. No, not at all.
No, I'd want to come on and just slag Southgate off every week.
I know.
All right, now I'll just go chopless.
All right. Oh, look, Toby, thank you very much. Thank you for the £2 donation, mate. He says we've got no power. It just hurts the team more.
Yeah.
There is that. There is that.
So thanks for that,
we
mate.
don't individually have a power, but as a tens of thousand voice, a tens of thousand people's signatures, we do have a voice. We will be heard. The more people that sign that petition, the closer we will get to having a voice.
Just make it as uncomfortable as we can for them, and then hopefully someone will come in, and hopefully they'll want to sell. That fucker is playing. He's using West Ham as his little toy to play Football Manager. He's been doing it for years and years. He loves it. Doggin loves it, mate. And it doesn't matter whether he gets it right or wrong. He just like doing it. It's fucking porno fucking wank.
Neil says, so Spot the Pot gets the boot. We know the options. We'll get Cabbage Patch Doll, Cooper, Dyche, or Southgate. So no real change there. The Cabbage Patch Doll. Mate, listen, Cooper. He looks he looks like he's permanently sniffing something you're not allowed to have. Because his eyes are always out like that. Honestly.
Yeah, he looks like a goldfish, doesn't he? Mental. You know my love for Big Ange. I'd have Big Ange tomorrow, but I'll tell you what, this is the worst team Big Ange could take over, right? The worst. Because there's got no pace in it, right? Listen, he'd have to change. He'd have to change about 8 players to make it work.
I've got the answer to all our problems right here, right now.
No, you ain't. I have. Apart from a fucking nuclear bomb on that London stadium.
There's an Italian fella. His name's Samuel Allardyce, right? Sam Allardyce, mate, get him back. Or Slaven Bilic, actually.
That'd be worse than Southgate. That'd be worse than Southgate.
Allardyce would, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But no,
that's worse.
Seriously. I'd have Bilic back, though.
I don't know who the answer is now, Gazer. With that squad they've assembled, I don't know what the answer is. Rodriguez and Ward-Prowse in the midfield. Fucking hell, man. I reckon I could do a job there as good as fucking...
That's definitely not the answer.
I'm about as quick as Ward-Prowse or Rodriguez. That's where we're at. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. Honestly, I've never known West Ham never to have any pace or any go forward in that midfield till now. It's fucking frightening.
Yeah. Anyway. Look, sad to say it, but West Ham are officially a shit club now.
Yeah, right.
Wow, Saab, what's he saying? Enema, the whole lot needs disemboweling. Fantastic, love that. Cool, blimey, what we got here? Jay, good evening to you, mate. Who else we got? Neil. Rich. Oh, look, he's donating money. And oh, look, they've all got money to throw away. Get a coffee, guys. But please check if there's any magic beans for us. Will do, mate.
Wish we had some magic beans. Who's that? Richie boy. Oh, Rich, I wish we had some, man. I really do.
Yeah. Good
I
evening,
don't think
Leon.
this is an
Thank
easy
you.
fix, Geezer. That's my worry. It's not an easy fix.
It
Leon,
ain't easy. Leon, how are you, son? Hello, Budgie and Kieran. Hope you're well, Hammers. Hello, online. Hope you're all safe and well.
all good, Leon.
Uh,
All good, mate. We're loving it. We're loving the football. We're loving the start of the season. We're all happy, mate. It can only get worse. That's the main thing.
yeah. And the new what do they call them? Model. The new model for Head and Shoulders shampoo. Tony from Amherst Football TV. Good evening,
Is it?
Tony.
G'day, Tony. Fucking hell,
He's
yeah.
got the job.
Oh, he's
He's
got.
got the job. Head and Shoulders, model. He's got the job, mate. I heard it earlier on the radio.
Who's fucking? Do you remember Phil
Fella ain't
Parks?
got
It's
hair on his
Cossack,
head.
wasn't it? Wasn't it? Phil Parks used to be advertising for Cossack, the hairspray.
Cossack, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Wasn't it?
he did do
Fucking look.
well, when they thought it was cool to actually make and like fucking target men with hairspray. That was back in the
Yeah,
70s.
meant why.
They thought it was cool for men to wear hairspray, so they started calling
Yeah,
it
late
shit like
'70s,
Cossack.
early '80s. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Fucking
cool.
weirdo. But he got money out of it.
Yeah,
Good luck
right.
with.
Oh, yeah. You know. Good evening to Paul Houston. Thank you for joining,
Oh,
mate. Who else have we got in? Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Rich has got something sensible to say. Hit the like button, people. There's
yeah.
328 of you now.
Yeah, fucking here or don't.
WHC
58. Yeah. 58, mate.
Yeah,
Happy with that. That's a highlight of the night. Grimsby knocking out them fucking wankers. Brilliant.
goes off with something.
Fucking hell. At least there's something to fucking smile about.
Huddersfield beat Sunderland.
Oh, is that who?
Leeds,
Yeah.
not Leeds.
Oh, is it Huddersfield
Not
beat
Leeds.
Sunderland, Brendan? I was saying they beat.
Yeah.
Who beat Leeds then?
Yeah.
I've got confused then because I just watched a few highlights of them, 10-minute highlights. Leeds got done by, I say, their first three penalties, Geezer, Leeds, they missed all three of them. Calvert-Lewin put one over the bar. Keeper saved the other two, and they were out. That was it. Because who knocked out Leeds then, Brennan?
Well, after that,
But it was a lowly club anyway. It weren't fucking Premier League, I'll tell you that.
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Yeah, did you see the little scuffle?
I'll tell you what, it might have been Sheffield Wednesday, Geezer, because I'm sure it was a Yorkshire derby. It might have been Sheffield Wednesday. I don't know.
All right. Did you see the little scuffle with Bowen after the game? Getting a bit fruity.
I heard all about it.
Yeah.
I see photos of it, and I heard all about it, but I didn't see it.
It weren't all what people fucking say. It weren't like he
I didn't see it.
picked up a chair to hit the guy with or anything like that. You know
I know,
what I mean?
but it doesn't have to be, though, Geezer. He reacted. And that tells me that his head's probably not in a good place either when he does that. That's all it's saying to me, that he's pissed off. He's upset. Is he upset with the fan that might have said something, or is he upset with the way fucking Potter's running things? This is what you got to look at. He probably is. Or is he upset with teammates that ain't making a fucking effort? Is that is great? Yeah. It would be a culmination of things, Geezer.
Yeah.
And that's not a good sign. As I'm saying, it's just not a good sign. He shouldn't have to apologise, no. Fuck it. I don't know what the geezer said to him. It could have been really nasty. Yeah. So who knows?
It could have been sad about his partner, or his kids, or
could have been anything.
It could have been. Ian says, "Good evening, lads. It's Dire Straits Bowen showing how frustrating playing in this system."
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah, there is also maybe that part of it as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly. It's a culmination of different aspects, and Bo might be just pissed off at all of it, and he could be pissed off at certain players. He could be pissed off with Potter because he don't know what he's fucking doing. He could be pissed off with the fucking lineup that he puts out there, playing Rodriguez and Prowse together. Who knows? He might be thinking, having his own ideas. Jesus, how to make this team better, and Potter just keep persisting on making it hard. I don't know. Only Bowen can tell you that, and he's not going to tell you that.
Don't necessarily nothing, is he?
No,
to be fair,
he's not.
Why should he? You know, why should he? Excuse me. Rich says he's glad that he's a member of the technophobe group. Get in there.
Yeah, there's plenty of us.
Yeah, there's plenty. And Mandy says, oh, hang on. My eye's gone all watery. Mandy says, Sully knows he has a few days to make the most important transfer decisions of his life. If he gets it wrong, it could send us into oblivion.
Yeah.
Mandy, I wouldn't be so sure that we're going to get anybody in, and we will have that headline on the website. We tried.
No, I believe we will get someone in. I just don't know whether it's going to be good enough to save it. I think the problems are far worse than what we think in that team. I think we need to bring in 4 players.
Yeah, he probably phoned up Callum Wilson and asked him if he's got any mates he can bring along.
Yeah. Anyone else you got? Yeah. Antonio, you might as well come back. Got fuck all
well, yeah, stop playing for the under 21s. Come on, we need you. Antonio's going to end up being another fucking Carlton Cole.
Oh.
Leaving on day 1 of the window and coming back on the last day of the window. And shit like that. He done that, didn't he? Well, 2 or 3 days before the window ended, he was back.
Now he's an ambassador.
I remember. Yeah. And a coach. He coaches like the I think it's the 16s and under.
Do you know, in all of this, what pisses me off, right, is Noble. Where the fuck is Noble in all of this? Because I know he works for the club, and he can't say fuck all, but he's got to be. And people like Noble should be in that fucking dress, should be part of it. But he won't be allowed to be. But he's got to stand up there. If we sack Potter, he needs to be fucking talking. I want to see what he's got to say. Because Jesus Christ, he must see the writing on the wall here and how shit everything is. And the lack of effort in that team. He's got to see it. But he's getting paid a wage for doing whatever.
Yeah. And David M says, look, have a look at David Sullivan's recruitment for managers. It's been so poor. 2 dinosaurs in Pellegrini and Moyes, and 2 freebies in Lopetegui and Potter. A world-class team in a world-class stadium. Those are not my words, he says. They were David Sullivan and David Gold's words.
Yeah. Or Brady. Was that her words? Was it Aaron Brady? But that was just, you got to remember, they said many, many things when they tried to move West Ham out of fucking Upton Park, right? And that was the spiel. That was to convince people. And a lot of people got convinced by it. I never did. And a lot of my mates never did. Never ever wanted it to happen. But that's what they had to promise people to get the move, to get the support. But that was when we should have fucking, as a fan base, gone bonkers. When that bond scheme came along, as a fan base, we went bonkers. I remember invading the pitch at least twice, right, to stop that bond scheme shit happening. That's what should have happened when they announced trying to move us. It didn't. And now this is what we're left with. A stadium that we don't own, we're renting. A fucking shithole that no one enjoys the match day experience. A team that is fucking shit. And a manager that is shit.
Slightest drop of rain and you got to swim to get to the toilets. It's fucking disgraceful, mate.
It's
Honestly.
not that. It's just when you're fucking 300 yards away from the pitch, Geezer, you can't enjoy that experience. I know that by going to the Olympic Stadium here in Australia and Sydney, it's a waste of time. When you've got these multi-use stadiums that cater for all sports, it's not the same. And then you watch the likes of fucking Everton are skint, right? Just got done for PSR there, but there's their new stadium. And I watched their game the other night, and it was rocking. That stadium was purpose built for football. Perfect.
Yeah. Didn't you go to a game at the LS when you were over here last time?
Yeah, the one game.
Yeah.
It was. I enjoyed it because it was my boy's first game. He had got to see West Ham live, and he loved it. And it was good.
But you've now experienced the gulf in difference between West Ham and at Upton Park and West Ham at the LS. You know, it's a huge.
It's just shocking thing.
Yeah,
there's no way when you go to Newcastle, mate. That crowd, that ground makes a difference to their team. And you go to even Leeds, even when Luton were in the what's name, that fucking crowd, small that it was fucking important to that team. It made a difference. That bowl doesn't. We've got no advantage in our home ground in that bowl. None whatsoever. It gives you nothing.
No.
That Toby here.
Toby again. Another £2. Look. He must have got paid this morning. Craig fucking Dalton.
Yeah. Well, look, this is when you know whether you're good or bad. Ogbonna, Dawson, Diop, they fucking gave a shit, mate, and they fucking made an effort, good or bad. I think Ogbonna was so good for us, even after he had that big injury and came back. People were writing him off. He's still done a job. He still went up the other end and banged a goal in there again. We got no centre halves. Not only can they not head a ball to defend, they fucking can't get up the other end and head one in from a corner. They're a waste of time, them corners now. No one gets on the end of one. No one.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we've been screaming out for a fucking striker for a good 6 years now, right? A good 6 years. We've been screaming out for a striker.
We can't make them work, either.
And yet, if we hadn't have got rid of one particular player that I think we would have probably had him up until about maybe 2 years ago. That would have been Diafra. I thought he was quality and he was getting better and better. And then we went and got rid of him. And I think we got rid of him 2 or 3 years too early.
Look, we bought 2 good strikers in Haller and Skamaka. But the fact that the manager wouldn't play them properly and wouldn't work with them, wouldn't put them in a front 3 instead of on their own. They expect him to do what Antonio does. It can't be done. It was just fucking ridiculous. Waste of money.
Diafra did effectively do the same job as Antonio.
I
really liked him. I rated him, and I think we shouldn't have got rid of him. If we'd have had Sacco and Antonio as an up front 2, that would have been a strike force that we could have been talking about in 20 years' time, in my opinion. But there you go. Anyway, let's have a little looky through the chat. See who else is talking. Yeah, Flyfox, good evening to you, mate. We haven't had any more of the Aussie contingent in yet, have we? Yet. It was actually Sheffield Wednesday that kicked out Leeds.
Oh, was it? Jeez, thanks for that. Linda, wasn't it? It was Wednesday, was it? Yeah, it was Sheffield Wednesday, that's right. It was. Yeah. I knew it was a Yorkshire derby. Brilliant.
Newcastle have got Bradford in the next round.
Yeah, mate. Tell you what, though, they picked up some fucking injuries in that game, Newcastle. Could have a problem.
Here's one for you, look. Flyfox says Manchester United should have been careful what they wish for. Should have never sacked Moyes, that lot.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
They don't tell them that though, Foxy, do they? They don't tell them that.
No.
Be careful. It just us.
Yeah. What do you mean you keep getting cut off, Rich? What do you mean? What do you mean, mate? You're not getting cut off here. I'm just skipping through the chat. So Linda says that she would take Lucas Neal any day instead of Bowen as captain. Lucas Neal was a great captain.
Yeah, he was a bad captain.
But I think out of the current squad, and there was comments earlier on about it, that Alvarez was the natural captain. And he is. But unfortunately he's gone out on loan, so we couldn't actually use him. But out of the current squad, I think Tom Souček has to be the captain. And you have to
He's
play
the only captain. Yeah, Souček would be. But I don't think we can.
You have to play him.
We can't change that now. Right? Bowen cannot be changed as captain. Because the last thing you want to do is piss him off, right, where he loses faith and gets disillusioned. I think he might be on the verge of that already. We can't be taking that off
to Liverpool for 22 million.
Right, it's a Budge. In the dressing rooms I've played in, man, captain, whoever's the captain's the captain. But I played in, with dressing rooms that 4 or 5 captain type players, and they were vocal on the pitch, in the dressing room. It weren't just the captain. You get leaders in a team. I just find it hard to see it in that West Ham team, bar Souček. I'm sure Bowen's got plenty of say. He's not that fucking getting sort of geezer. But you find the captains, Paul Krug's a bit like that. But it's all very well talking it as well. Paul Krug, you need to start fucking scoring goals. I haven't been over impressed with him either.
Looks like Arsenal are going to be facing Port Vale. Port Vale have got Arsenal. It looks like it's at home for Port Vale, by the look of that, in the next round.
I'll give the players.
Absolutely, I am bringing Carrick or Will Still. I think bring both of them in together. I think bring them both in.
I got a clue.
Carrick and Will Still. Will Still is the head coach. Carrick as the assistant, mate. For me,
I think
that would work.
Carrick could be an option because I think it's very hard to get worse than what we've got at the moment. I didn't think we could get worse after Lopetegui, but we have.
But you know what? I could get behind Carrick, but I could not get behind Frank Lampard.
I could. If he was doing a job, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think I could get behind Frank Lampard. I keep seeing him in blue. And I keep seeing...
I don't care.
All of those little clips of him where he, he basically sells his soul to Chelsea. Fuck him. I wouldn't.
We didn't treat him very. Yeah, but he didn't treat him very well at West Ham either. Got to look at that as well. How we treat certain players. We didn't treat fucking Frank Lampard Jr. very well at all because they should have more respect for him because Frank Lampard Sr. was a major player. My growing up with West Ham. Frank Lampard Sr. was a major part of that. And yet we couldn't give that same fucking respect.
A major part of that era of West Ham, to be fair.
But we gave no respect to his son.
Yeah, agreed. And
I don't blame Frank Lampard.
No, but why would we want?
See Rio Ferdinand, he can fuck off. I got no respect for that wanker. But Lampard, mate, if he could do a job, I'm not sure he could. I'd rather have Carrick.
I'd rather have Scott Parker, if I'm honest.
Fucking. I'd have anyone at the moment rather than this guy.
If we were going to go for any of our ex-players, if we were going to go for any of our ex-players right here, right now, somebody with Premier League management experience, it's got to be Scott Parker. It's got to be.
It could be. He might be the
You know,
answer. I'd not,
I'm
it's
not
very
saying,
hard to know what the answer is, but the trouble
I'm
is
not saying
you're looking at Sullivan. He will not go and take a manager out of his fucking position and pay them money. That's been proven, right, over the years. He
yeah,
won't do that.
yeah,
Look what. See, you know, when they whinge about when we should have got rid of Moyes after we won that trophy. Well, Tottenham did it. They got rid of Big Ange. They brought in
yeah.
Thomas Frank. And in them first 2 games I watched Tottenham, right?
That looks
They're
very good.
looking like one of the best teams in the league at the moment. They're looking
They're
better than
looking
Liverpool.
very good. They are.
They're solid.
They are.
I mean, and they
Absolutely.
bought fairly well, and they probably still ain't finished in buying, right?
And they're
And
already liking Caduce.
Caduceus got about 3 assists in his first couple of games
I
because he's
know.
playing where he's meant to fucking play.
My mate Dave's a Tottenham fan, and he said to me, he goes, listen, he goes, I ain't stupid. He goes, I like what Caduce is doing. He goes, but I also had a look at what he did at West Ham. And in his first season, he flashed his knickers at everybody, and he was the best player in the club. He said in his second season, he was probably one of the most frustrating players in the club.
Yeah, and they
said,
might
yeah,
find that out
absolutely.
as the season goes on, Budge. He might
And
not be
that's
that good.
exactly what he said to me. That he said, I'm
But
fearful that we might find that out. You know,
they might find that out. But the thing is that Thomas Frank is a good manager and he sets them up well. That
he
Paulinho
does.
they had got in there is fucking quality. He was
Yeah,
fantastic the other day. Was it when they beat Man City 2-0? That Paulinho run the midfield. Great
yeah,
signing.
yeah.
Really good.
Well, hang on. Iron says, Ange Bowen.
Yeah, I wish we had the team for him, guys. I really do because I'd love it.
Yeah.
I'd love
Linda says, well, Cooper is still looking better than Redknapp, right? I wouldn't want either of them near this club, if I'm honest with you, Linda. I've got to be honest with you. Not a chance. And then she goes on to say, what's next? Alan Kirbishley.
Yeah, I know. What barrel do we fucking dig out of to get a manager in? I don't know.
Hold up. Tony is saying Amarim has just resigned live on TV in his interview by the looks of it.
Fucking hell, really?
Amarim's just, you better contact Justine and find out what's going on.
Oh,
Right, listen, we might have an inside story on that.
Amarim could be it could be at West Ham on Saturday. It could be fucking taken over from West Ham on Saturday.
Amarim taking over from Potter. Fuck that.
Yeah, sorted, eh?
Mate,
From one shit fucker to the next.
if he can't get a pile of gold looking like a trophy, he's not going to get a pile of shit looking anything like a football team. All right? So let's be fair. Right? Because let's be honest, Man United is a pile of gold. It's basically a license to print your own fucking money.
But I'm not sure about Tony, the last bit of that, by the looks of it. That sounds 50-50 to me.
Charlton said Avram Grant would lift the mood. Mate, he couldn't lift the mood in a fucking cemetery. No, Linda, I disagree. Not as assistant, as head coach. Gianfranco Zola as head coach. He's got unfinished business here, mate. He got ousted by them fucking idiots.
I love Franco Zola. I love him, but his stats weren't good either. They were down there with the worst.
They weren't
down there with the worst guys.
Well,
he's down there with them.
And he's above Avram Grant and Potter.
That's a low bar you're setting there, guys. A very low bar.
Right? I don't give a fuck, right? If I want Gianfranco Zola, you ain't going to change my mind. I still want him. I've been saying it.
I could do better than Potter and fucking Avram Grant.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Tony's going on to say he's not sure if it's bullshit. But anyway, he's
Yeah,
having
well,
a
there we go, Tony. You fucking you spark people up believing that bollocks, and it's fucking bullshit. You know it.
I'm not finding anything on it.
Oh,
It's just
okay. So Kimmy's doing a thorough search on Google and what was the other one? Bing, was it? Did you say?
just
Oh, Justin, a friend who's a Man United fan. And no, there's nothing on Amarin having resigned.
Yeah, but he might not be happy. That's about it.
No, he's probably pissed right off, isn't he?
I'll tell
How
you what,
many times have we all been through it? Eh?
there'll be just a lot of Man United supporters want him out. They wanted him out before this game, so
Yeah, not new there, is there? Iron says the IFA will investigate into the owners. This is what Nick was talking about on Claret and Booze the other day. So yeah, the IFA will investigate into the owners with the amount
what
of
I'm saying.
discontentment, the petition not looking good in the
Yeah,
media, demonstrations, and the results. They're going to trigger
it
an
would take.
investigation and can't wait for it.
That's what I'm saying. It'll take years and years for them to come up with anything, and I'm telling you that now. That's not the road. We need to pressure them to fuck off and leave.
Yeah.
That's got to be happen quicker than that. That's all I'm saying.
Colin says Iraola of Bournemouth is the man. If I remember rightly,
I think I'd take him.
David Moyes, the West Ham, beat him in the Europa League the first season we got into the Europa League with the help of Jesse Lingard that season. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good.
James,
he's a good manager. That's solid.
James says, Mr. Bong, he says, careful what you do
We
made
know.
up version, you Bongo. He lives on the Potato Riviera. Did you know that? He told me. He lives on the Potato Riviera.
He does.
The west coast of Ireland, I think that is. To you and me.
And a beautiful, beautiful spot. Go away around there. I've been round there. Gorgeous.
I think that's roughly. Bongo, tell us whether I'm right or wrong. But I know it's definitely on the Emerald Isle somewhere. No, my luck, it's probably not. It's probably in the middle of Belfast telling me a lot of fucking lies.
Now the West Coast is gorgeous.
Not sure if it's bold, just checking now. Right, well, we're not getting anything, are we?
Yeah. He's another ITK telling us bollocks.
An NITK, not in the know.
Yeah.
Fly Fox says, I hear there is a young coach in Spain at Real Betis who got them to the European final last year. Maybe he could do a job. Maybe. Toby says, who is the right coach though, Randy? And Randy says, has Amarin resigned? Vinny Bones, good evening. He says, Old Stoners FC. Here we are.
Hey, Vinny, sir.
I'm the centre forward and goalkeeper. Centre half. Defending midfielder. Yeah. Not sure. I think someone's pulling out plonk around it. Yeah, mate. I reckon you're right there, Tony.
Yeah, it's fucking you, Tony. He ain't resigning.
Yeah. No, I have mine there. Thank you. Cheers. Oh no. Usual. Why are you doing this to us now? Why would you do this?
Dice. Jeez, fuck off. Southgate. My God.
Southgate 5-4. Don't like that. Foster no clue.
And I'll tell you what, you need a manager. You need a manager for the rest of the season. That's it. I can't. How can you commit to another fucking long-term manager and then get it wrong again? Fucking hell. Fucking disastrous, man. Disastrous. Fucking awesome.
I'm trying to find. Yeah, it was Wednesday that beat Leeds.
Excellent.
I'm trying to find new chatters. Oh, look. Crikey. Mark R says, he agrees with you, Kieran. Should have kept Soufal, Creswell and Antonio for another season, or year, he says, and went after our real needs and still signed this lot that we did. It was a big mistake. And
I think we should have.
I kind of see the logic in where you two are coming from with that.
Let's put it this way. We put 3 fucking centre-halves at the back. I'm telling you now, when Cresswell was called upon last year, he was better at fucking centre-half than these fuckers are. He'd done a job there. He was good. And we couldn't wait to get rid of Cresswell. Let him go. Why not give him another year? Too far. I can't understand why we just fucked him off. Now, I think Carl Walker-Peters is a good replacement for Soufal. I mean, that's a decent enough signing. You know, but he's still only cover. We haven't affected his first team whatsoever. We bought a young 20-year-old fucking left wing back that's unproven. And I haven't been impressed with him so far. I think he's done all right in pre-season. But last 2 games, and it's probably down to how the team are so fucking deep, I'm not going to knock him. I can't be bothered to blame him for anything. But he's not the guy. He's not the guy that's going to change this team. He's not the guy that's going to change results. I've not seen him beat a player yet or put a cross in yet in his first 3 games. Yeah. So what's he there for then?
Well, exactly. Why is he there? Good evening to Lynn. Thank you for joining us. We are in a mess, lads. When will the madness end? There is nothing positive at the moment, she says. I tend to agree with you, Lynn.
Lynn, the madness hasn't anywhere near ended yet. Right?
No.
This next few days is going to be more madness to what we bring in, and there'll be more madness after we lose to Forest at the weekend, because everyone's just going to give up. The next home game, whatever one it is, you can imagine how many empty fucking seats there's going to be in that stadium.
Yeah.
That's be after the international break. You've got to get rid of Potter, and then the international break to sort something out. Emergency meetings in the dressing room. Fuck knows. Bring in a fucking emergency cover manager. I don't give a fuck. Put Noble in charge for a moment. Whatever you bring in. But something has to happen in that international break. Something has to happen. Because I can only see a miracle where we get something at Forest. It has to be a miracle. There has to be fundamental changes. And if Potter doesn't realise that, can you imagine him starting with Rodriguez again and Ward-Prowse? That would be it. Just the starting lineup would kill everyone.
Could you imagine him starting with Anderson in goal for the league game against Forest?
Even though Areola don't fill me with confidence either now. But that's where we are.
More confidence than Anderson does.
He does, because he's had 2 bad games, Peter. He's had 2 bad games.
Yes.
He didn't cover himself in glory last night, did he?
No, he didn't.
Areola.
I think I'd give Wes a go. League One.
No,
Wes.
I wouldn't go that far. Areola's capable, geezer. I just think he's out of form. This Manson's probably capable, but I think he made a massive mistake by throwing him straight in. Right, and then he had a mare of a game. You know, it had Roberto vibes all over it, that first game against Chelsea. It had Roberto vibes, guys, and I'm going, oh, for fuck's sake, man. No, the only thing you can look at there, right, here's a positive for you, bro. I think Roberto was the downfall of Pellegrini. That's why we fucked him off, and I couldn't wait to get rid of him, right? He was, and this Manson could be the downfall of Potter as well. And I think he already has been. Which is ironic, isn't it? Right, two goalkeepers could be getting two managers sacked. Yeah?
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, look, so, yeah, when we made the players that you mentioned, Antonio, Creswell, Tufel, Fabianski. Had we have kept Fabianski, we would have had him and Areola perhaps still. Maybe Areola would have been moved on and we would have still got a Manderson, right?
Yeah.
But you know for a fact that, and you know, and it is documented every time it's ever happened to him. When Fabianski gets ousted from number one spot and then he's called upon, you find a completely new Fabianski coming back into the goal. You know, he gets rejuvenated, he fights for his fucking place. And,
exactly.
He creates a new Fabianski every time he gets dropped. Do you know what I mean?
I actually thought it worked well for both of them. And then when Areola come in, he had that thing about him. He was up for it, and he seemed to perform better. They both fed off each other because they were fighting for that spot. You know, I think they both done well. You know, but as soon as we got rid of Fabianski, see that pre-season, Areola was shit. He didn't have a fucking care in the world, and he was poor. Yeah, and that's why they rushed in to get a goalkeeper in.
And then, well, I mean, I think Areola was a hell of a lot to do with us winning the trophy. A hell of a lot to do with it. And I think it would be unfair for anybody to deny him that.
No, he done well.
Some of the saves he made, some of his distribution, spot on.
We were playing him in the European games, weren't we? And Fabianski in the
league games, yeah.
That's how it worked.
And you know, and it did, and it worked really well. And you know, thanks to his efforts, you know, Areola's efforts, we managed to win a trophy. Not just him, but you know, he was largely responsible.
He done a job. But that's what he's fucking paid for as well, guys. He's there to be paid to do a fucking job. And paid well.
Toby's saying, I'm going to bed, you cretinous swineherds. Just hearing the name Rodriguez has pushed me over the edge. Night all. Miserable fart.
Good night, Tobe.
Good night, Tobe.
Yeah, it's right.
Take care, mate. Give my regards to Litland and speak to you soon, matey. And then Lynn goes on to say hello to everybody in the chat. Crocodile tears. Sorry, mate. There's not even any shark tears tonight.
We've got crocodile tears.
There you go. Colton Cole is the loans manager.
Oh, is he? Good for him. Lucky job for the boys. Apparently he's doing a good job at it, though. Give him credit.
What's the best Aussie bit of tucker in your opinion, Kieran?
I don't think there is any. Seafood, which is everywhere. If you go to a nice seafood restaurant, you get lovely prawns, you get lovely lobsters and crayfish. That's probably one of the best here. I mean, your average Australian barbecue bollocks is I think it's overrated. It ain't that good. But yeah, the seafood here, if you're on the coast and that, can be really good.
Rich says he had to duck out. His daughter had a spider, size of a small ladybird, not quite clock or sharp work.
Oi, careful them little spiders though, Rich. Jesus
Well,
Christ,
Timmy,
she'd have a problem here when you see a huntsman in my fucking house, mate, big as your hand. You'd freak out then. Which I did do the first time I saw one. I must say, I did freak out a bit.
Timmy found a little jumping spider the other day. Can't find it now, but it's gone. But yeah, apparently they really like human contact. Apparently these spiders. I don't know much about them.
Well, the old huntsman
Oh,
here, mate. I say it can get to as big as your hand, right? But they're not all of them. They're big, but they jump as well. You go near them if they're on the wall or whatever, and if you get too near them, they jump. They jump off the wall, fucking at you anywhere to get away from you. Scary as fuck. But they're harmless, like they got no venom in them to worry you. They can't even pierce your skin with their fangs, so it's not an issue. Yeah, it has got some venom in it, but their fangs are not strong enough to pierce human skin, so they're not an issue.
I see. Oh. Well, listen, we've been going for an hour and 45 minutes, you know that. And
42.
Yeah. I'm about half an hour or more behind with the chat, as usual. But I do like it when people like say smash the likes, people. 353 people looking at us at the moment. I don't know what it is you think you're going to find.
Flick through the chat and get to the anything that's poignant then before we go.
Yeah, I am doing that. So Mark's saying play Kilman as the central defensive midfielder. He has some speed and height. I suppose there is a shout, but then you know, where'd you get your centre backs from then? If you're going to play centre backs.
It's all when you start switching these players into things like that, it looks like desperation from a manager, and I think that's why he won't do it. You know,
absolutely.
But it should be desperation because the boy's on his fucking jacket is hanging on a shaky nail geezer, right?
Yeah,
it's just about to fall down. Then you know,
absolutely. Bongo says Moyes out.
Don't worry, fucking Everton fans will be saying that at the end of the year.
Yeah. Kill me.
I think he's not far off it.
Here he is. One of the bosses is in the house. Good evening, Anton. Sorry, I'm so far behind with the chat. Just off the bed. I was up in a few hours, heading back to the not so sunny UK. Absolutely.
He's got a flight in the morning, Anton.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourself away. I hope the kids ain't worn you out.
Yeah, look nice because there's also fucking Anton's more pissed off than we are. Didn't help his holiday.
AT, good evening, mate. He says, couldn't understand why he took off a defender and put Kilman on when we were 2-1 up. I thought he would have brought on one of the strikers and gone for it.
Yeah.
Potter is too defensive.
It's very. It was. I'd say it was reminiscent of Moyes, wasn't it? Trying to fucking shut up shop and couldn't. That's what he tried to do, and we can't defend anyway. Yeah, he thought it was a good idea to defend more, and it proved pointless. And it's really annoying.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Anton. It's just love these lads. Yeah, we love you, bud, don't we? You know. He calls us utter legend. Thank you, Anton.
Fucking hell, man. You're a fucking legend when you take time out of your holiday to do a 10-minute fucking
Video.
Uh,
Yeah, mate.
yeah, video to fucking and it's depressing the fuck out of you. You know, it was. I was watching them. Jesus fuck. I think I was on Oddly. I wouldn't fucking bother. Fuck this. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, well, when you came to the UK, you didn't really do anything, did you?
No, no, no.
I think we had big plans of meeting up in London, going in the pub and doing a live show. We ended up not doing the live show. There was too
Yeah, it was
much
too
going
hard.
on. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
too much
too
going
hard.
on that day. Right, so Fly Fox says Scotty Parker would be an upgrade. I absolutely think so. I think Scotty Parker would know
Who isn't?
exactly what it would take. I think Scott Parker knows exactly what it would take to turn things around
I
at
just don't
this
know.
club.
He made it. He made it. Gazer, you're not going to find it out. The trouble is, you've got to remember, Scott Parker has to deal with Sullivan. And
Yeah, of course,
here lies the problem.
Yeah,
You've still got to deal with the fucking Muppets, the Muppets above you. These
But
fucking clowns, right?
He's been a part of this
And I don't
club in
think he'll
time.
last, Gazer. Scott Parker's had fucking issues with clubs before, isn't he? And walked out and fucking got pissed off, got sacked, because he has to deal with these people. Fucking Sullivan, probably his worst nightmare. He'd go, fucking hell, I'm dealing with a moron here. He hasn't got a fucking clue.
Yeah.
Leave the football to football people.
Yeah. Rich is saying to Fly Fox that Scott Parker would be a big upgrade. But who wants to work for Sullivan?
There you go, Rich. Rich has just said what I said. Who wants to work for him? Because I reckon Parker will end up falling out with him and I'm walking out the fucking door. You know, we could be putting ourselves in more shit because they've got to deal with clowns. You should be dealing with football people or employ the right football people. You're dealing with a fucking porn baron who's a fucking like a shady fucking second-hand car dealer. That's what you're dealing with, and you're trying to run a football team.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. It'd be hard for anyone, Geezer. Me and you was in there tomorrow. We wouldn't last 10 minutes with Sullivan. Tell you that now. I'd be calling him the biggest wanker in the world. You haven't got a fucking clue, mate. And that would be you done. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I just, they are the problem.
Yeah. Nelson Zola was with us when there was zero money. That was the Egerton era, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it's hard for me to remember back that far, Geezer. But I'm sure it was. Zero money now, Geezer. It's almost zero now. I mean, for fuck's sake. And I'll tell you what, when I said about, Cresswell leaving and Fabianski and Sufal, Antonio, but even Emerson, what the fuck's going on with Emerson? He obviously fell out with Emerson as well. Surely you're telling me he couldn't do a job as well? Fucking Emerson in the last couple of games. No sign of him. Not got rid of him. Don't know what he's doing. Freshy. 2 secs, guys.
Good morning, Sean. Good evening, Sean. Good morning, Sean. James Bong says, Budgie, I live on the Potato Riviera here in County Cricklewood. Huge tosser.
It's in Cricklewood. Well,
that's hilarious because I've known him for about 4 years and he's always made me believe he lives in Ireland. County Cricklewood. I don't know whether he's ever telling me the fucking truth or dangling me in front of a shark or what. I don't know. I can never tell with this bastard.
Well, from my young days of working all over North London and that, and Cricklewood, I think I worked in Cricklewood. There's a big Irish community there, I will say that. So
Leon says he's worked in Cricklewood for 20 years. Fucking hell. Oh, the Potato Riviera, you tosser. I really believed it was in Ireland, west coast of Ireland. How was the Guinness? You passed that? Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Usual
What
said
who is it?
always a
I
crack with
remember.
Cricklewood.
Was it? Yeah. What was the song? Was the crack was good in Cricklewood? Is that a song? An Irish song? Usual. The crack was good
I
in
don't know.
Cricklewood. That's
I
just
don't
come
know.
in my head. Yeah. So it was.
You're closer
Yeah, I
to
think it was a
your Irish
song.
roots than I am mine.
Yeah, there was a song. The crack was good in Cricklewood because a massive Irish presence there in Cricklewood
And
back in the
herein,
70s. Anyway.
and herein lies our problem right now. Cretchy organised that back
There we
three,
go.
but now there is no
Yeah.
leader there. Absolutely.
No,
And, you know, even
he
Sue
and he didn't have
Fowles
to be
did
six
his
foot
part.
fucking three either.
No. Mm.
Fucking
Even Sue Fowl played his part in, you know, being verbal and being, you know, kind of
yeah.
forward in, you know, even he played his part in that. So, yeah, you're right. The 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 level of
The
leadership in the club
leadership and
has
experience,
been
Geezer,
decimated.
and in that dressing room, they would have been important. As Noble was, as Rice was before them, right? They would have been
Yeah,
important, and you got rid of them all in the same fucking day, basically. Fucked them all off, right? So it makes a difference to a dressing room. You know what I mean? The
yeah,
best teams I ever played for, we always had a good fucking dressing room, really good,
yeah, yeah.
and it went out onto the pitch. It went out onto the pitch,
Yeah.
and I don't think we have got a good dressing room.
No, I don't think so. Let's change the subject slightly. I'm Disciples asking a question. Budgie and Kieran, uh, what is a good old school Irons game that is not an FA Cup but is a banger? Well, I'll tell you one that I thought was an absolute monster of a game was when we played what's it called? Blackpool in the playoff final. That was a banger of a game. That's not an FA Cup, so I think I can get away with that one. I think, yeah, Blackpool in the playoff. What about you, Kieran?
Yeah, and he says not FA Cup because there's some of my favourites were FA Cup games in 1980. So
Yeah, you
hard
know, yeah,
to. But do you know? My memory's fuzzy about it. You know, growing up and watching West Ham from the South Bank, North Bank, Chicken Run,
yeah,
wherever. I started in North Bank, went South Bank, ended up in Chicken Run. But I remember West Brom. You know, they had the 3 degrees. Was it Cyril Regis and the other 2 black boys at the time? You know,
yeah,
that was unusual then to have a lot of black players in a team. They had 3 of them, and all of them were great. And we had some great
yeah.
games against West Brom at the time. That 3-2s and
We
things like
did.
that.
We did.
And it was really, and we had our own Clyde Best back in the day as well. And yeah, it was great because they were so well loved, these players, for the team. But I remember some bangers then. I remember lots of 3-2s. Who knows who they were against, but there was loads of them. We lost them 3-2 or won them 3-2. It was such a better game to watch at the time.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolute bangers. But I tell you, do you know ones in the modern day, and it's a shame that no one was there, and I told you this many times before, Budge, is that 3-0, we were 3-0 down against Tottenham, and I'm only watching it here on the telly, but to get back to 3-all with, was it Lanzini's fucking
Lanzini
strike at the end?
screamer.
Man,
Yeah,
and I know that was due to COVID with no supporters, but my God,
yeah,
that was a banger. That was a
yeah.
banger to
But
get back to
you
3-all.
couldn't really call that an old school game, though, could you?
No, you wouldn't. But I just
But
enjoyed it that much at the time.
but do
At the
you
time, just enjoyed
remember the FA Cup game Oh no, he said no FA Cup. Sorry,
Yeah.
no, my bad, no FA Cup. So,
Yeah, that's, I say the
oh,
semi-final
yeah,
replay for me was probably the best I ever
yeah,
been to.
yeah, yeah,
At Ellen Road, you know what I mean, to win that, you know, in extra time to win it 2-1 with Frank Lampard Senior scoring the header. You know,
mind you,
that
we,
that was my
we
favourite
used
banger.
we used to have some pretty decent games up at Birmingham as well, though, didn't
Yeah, I
we?
remember one that weren't so
So,
good. That we got banged about 4-0. That's when we invaded the pitch there as well. We invaded the pitch at Birmingham.
yeah, I think I was that. Mm.
But yeah, it's yeah, I'm not. They
It,
all
it,
sort of
it, yeah,
collide into.
it,
So many. The European game. I even forget that the fucking team we played, where fucking Trevor Brookins scored that top corner fucking finish to get us through. God, that's
yeah.
mid-70s. Fucking hell, what a game that was. What a game that was. It
Um,
was fantastic.
Iron says he's watched the Preston v West Ham Cup game, 64. Ronnie Boyce, R.I.P. Ticker. Well,
Jesus.
that, yeah, I mean, if I remember
Yeah, that.
rightly, I'm
Oh,
fairly
right.
sure now. I'm
That's the
fairly
final.
sure that, yeah, but I'm fairly sure that Russ has spoken to Ronnie Boyce in the past. I think I could be wrong. Listen, in the archives of the channel, all of the My Hammers 11s, I'm kind of thinking that Ronnie Boyce is one of them. I
No,
might be
no.
wrong. I could be wrong, but yeah, good old Ronnie Boyce. What else we got? What else we got? In the old footage, you can hear people swearing. Clear as day. You can. You can, and you can also hear the old rattles going. Do you remember the rattles, Kieran?
Mate, I had a rattle, mate. Right? My mum bought me a rattle and I painted it claret and blue and went,
Me too.
really, I don't know, I was 8 or 9 and taking it to North Bank and rattling that would probably annoy the shit out of everyone. Yeah. Now it'd be construed as a weapon now, wouldn't it? You batter the fuck out of someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, had a rattle. Plus that
Yeah, man.
19-foot scarf she knitted me that went round my
Yeah.
neck, my waist, and my feet.
Yeah, and round your mate's necks as well. Fucking,
Yeah.
you can get it right
Kept
way
half.
down the North Bank.
Yeah, yeah. It kept half the North Bank fucking warm.
Yeah, you know, wind cheater. Hit me with your rhythm stick, says Sharky.
Ian Jury. Remember that? What a track. What an album that was. New Boots and Panties. What an album.
Yeah, that's it. Great album. Daz wants to know where's our next win coming from.
I'd love to know that, Daz, because I ain't seeing it. I'm not seeing it against Forest. I'm not seeing it against Palace. I'm not seeing it against Spurs. I don't know.
Mark's got a theory. Mark, yeah, Mark Pendleton's got a theory in the
in the
championship.
Well, that's what it looks like at the moment, though, doesn't it? That's what it looks like at the
Yeah,
moment.
I know.
It ain't gonna be that, but when you look at the few games we've got coming,
Yeah. Um.
don't
So,
know what it means to me.
well, maybe Dimitri Payet. We could do with one of them
Oh
right now. We could do with one of them right now.
God, couldn't we?
Ian says he sees 43 in the chat. Nice. That's very nice. We have 353 people watching. So if we could get a like from just at least, one in three
A
of you,
third.
be lovely. Yeah, one in three. That would be lovely. It would be absolutely lovely. We are going to start talking our way down and out in any moment. So Fly Fox got a bit of a theory. Look, Roy Hodgson did that at Palace. with their centre back Chris Richards a few years ago. Did what? I must have missed something. Sorry, mate. That doesn't actually make sense now. Oh, right, okay. Moving the centre back into a midfielder role, more or less.
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that.
No, you can do that. Fuck me. That's Rice started at centre back. Ended up, was never. I weren't his. Not that he's never going to be his position ever again, but he started.
No, but he's now been labelled as the best British midfielder at the moment, I think. Like the best British midfielder in the world.
I will say this though, as much as we're taking a piss out of Man United, that young lad that came on, to the highlights of last weekend's highlights that I watched through the games and some full games, that young boy came on, he's going to be 17 tomorrow and to score the winner for Man United. What a fucking thing that is for his family. His name's Rio something, Enagombo or whatever it is. It's a weird name. But he came on, he's going to be 17 on Friday and scores the winner for Liverpool and took it really well. And then I saw the highlights of the Arsenal game with that 15-year-old they brought on. Fucking hell. He had 2 efforts on goal and then won a penalty for Arsenal. How's that?
What is it? Bring you to the work day or something?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, kid. Is it Max Bowman at Arsenal? They reckon he's going to be a star as that young 16-year-old at Liverpool is eventually.
Yeah.
But my God. I know they were 4-1 up or whatever, Arsenal, but he won a penalty. He had 2 shots at the goal. 15
We know what the Arsenal wonder kids turn into. They turn into Theo Walcott.
No, he was Southampton, though, to be fair.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
He came from Southampton.
Arsenal ruined him.
No, this 15-year-old at Arsenal, fuck yeah, he's going to be a player, geezer. Going to be a player.
Eric says Scotty Parker left us and went to Tottenham. Many players left us and went to Tottenham, mate. And the Tottenham players have left and come to us. So it works both ways. And he goes on to say Bilic was the best. Oh, I love Bilic. I thought he was great.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, everyone loved Bilic, mate. He was a likeable manager, where I believe Moyes wasn't, and Potter isn't. But he was a likeable guy.
Linda says, West Ham United, we're sacking the board. Sing it. Sign the petition.
If only you could, eh? If only you had that, the support of power that you could get rid of these fuckers.
Yeah.
Wish you had it.
Steve saying, sign the petition. Go to the protest. Absolutely.
Yeah, it all helps.
If you want,
it all helps.
We've got to do something as a fan base. We've got to do something.
And whatever it is,
the more of us that can turn up, the better it is. It
all builds pressure.
Yeah, and
it all builds pressure.
The thing is, you've got to do it in a legal way, people. There's no point going to the protest with the idea of causing havoc and devastation.
No. You've
got to be a bit more classy than that.
Yeah, if you cause ag, it works in their favour. You don't, and they didn't the last time. I mean, the last time we had that demonstration, my mate Bobby G was part of it. It weren't. It was really organised. It was peaceful. It was sensible, but it sent a message. It sent a big fucking message. Unfortunately, COVID happened, and that's all.
I'm actually going to quote a little saying that my dad said to me one time when I was a young lad. He said it to me a few times.
Never shove your granny when she's shaving.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He said, sometimes, son, a smile can hit harder than a hand fist. And I never understood what he meant by it. But I do now. I kind of get it now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I get it. But listen. On that note, I think we should start thinking about winding this
Wrap it
down.
up.
We've been going for
Yeah.
2 hours
Let the boys
and
go to
5 minutes.
sleep. Let the boys go to sleep.
Boys and girls. There are some ladies in the
And
audience as
girls.
well in the chat.
Yeah.
Um,
Boys and girls.
I am skipping past lots and lots of the comments. Unfortunately, I haven't got time to go through them all. We will be here until Friday. And I'm not talking about this Friday. I mean next Friday. I think I've probably got about 130 comments that I've had to just really just roll past. So thank you. You're welcome. Good night. We
Thanks,
will
Luke.
be back this time next week. Um, we will have something different to talk about next week. Something positive, hopefully. Instead of
They're fucking done it. We got to play Nottingham
instead of
Forest.
two. Oh yeah, we have, haven't we? Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
No, it won't be
Fucking
positive.
hell.
Hopefully some
I'll tell you
fucking
what.
gets chewed up by a shark. Let's hope we
I'll
get a
tell
bit
you
of
what.
that.
Yeah, let's hope. And if not, right, let me know, and I'll invite my mate Yeti on. He's a Forest fan. He's got his own channel. I will invite Yeti on, and all the
Oh
sharks
no,
will
because
start
he's going to
having
be
a
all
nibble at
fucking.
him.
We don't want that fucker on because by then we'll have been done 3 or 4-0 by fucking Forest, and he'd be all smiley, wouldn't it? Fuck that.
Yeah, well, the sharks in the chat can have a nibble at him, can't they? I don't mean
Nagasa.
it. And yet, Yeti, if you're watching this at any point, I don't mean it, mate. You know I don't. I love it a bit stubby.
No, he's a
Yeah,
lovely
listen,
geezer,
guys.
but fucking hell.
Yeah. Um, uh,
Oh.
boys and girls, thank you very much. Everybody, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Kyle.
Uh,
Seen that name before?
yeah, Kyle. Who's that? Hang on, where was that? Yeah, Kyle Whitty. What's going on with the Mangasa medical? Don't know actually, mate. I haven't heard any news on that. I'll have a look into it. And
All I heard was
we'll
he's done.
probably
He
get.
came to London to do a medical. All right, that's all I heard. And
Yeah,
apparently, them Frankfurt are sniffing around as well. But we'll see.
right.
I don't know nothing about the
Um,
player, so I can't get too excited. But don't know if he's
Kyle,
any good or not.
if you're not already subscribed to this channel, it's all free. You don't have to pay for it. Subscribe to the channel, click notifications, and then anything happening with the Magasa medical or anything potential signing or whatever, you will get the news here first. Ish. First. You'll get it here first. West Ham
Or
Network.
not.
Yeah. Or not. Baby sham for the ladies as usual.
Maybe
Well
have the
done, mate.
ladies, mate. Fucking right.
Yeah. Even usual says, yeah, he's a great geezer. Uh, there you go. There's the 3 degrees. Cyril Regis,
There we
Laurie
go.
Cunningham, and Remy
Raven, thank
Moses.
you.
Well done,
Thank
Raven.
you, Raven. It was
We
Remy
can all
Moses,
rely
Laurie
on one of
Cunningham, and
you.
Cyril Regis. I love Cyril
Yeah,
Regis. I loved him. I've always a
yeah,
fucking
he
soft
was
man.
great. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, he was good, man.
Richie's popping out. He's going to go to check the Thames for sharks and crocodiles. Uh, Randy says, great show, guys. Enjoyed it. BS out and love to Budgie and Kieran. Thank you, mate.
Cheers,
Well
Randy
done.
boy.
HH says, sleep well, Hammers. Sleep well
Yeah.
yourself. And
Sleep well, and
yeah,
we'll wake up
soon.
tomorrow feeling so much better.
And Ludders turned up
And,
late again. Good evening, Helen. Thank you for
you
turning
love
up, but
us.
you are a little bit late, darling. We are
She
about
must
to
be a night
shut
owl.
down.
She must be a night owl. Just woke up and fucking went, righto.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or maybe live somewhere where this is first thing in the morning.
I don't. I
Maybe
think Ellen's from
Australia.
England. I'm pretty sure Ellen's from
Oh,
England.
yeah, probably from England. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, it's very nice of you to pop in, sweetheart. Apparently she's not well, can't sleep. Sorry to hear that, my dear. Hope you're feeling better.
Oh,
Um,
goodbye, Ellen.
try, try rewinding the show. You might enjoy it. And until
Well,
then, we will see you all next week. And oh, good God, what have I done now? Oh God,
yeah, lots of love for
there
Helen.
we go. Yeah, lots of Helen, and hope you're feeling better, my dear. Take care. Until next week, come on, you irons. Have a good one. Let's have it.
Yeah.